Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Kurt.
Welcome to episode 8 of The New Norm. I am Kurt Jem with Sentry Commercial, and I am happy to be joined by Devra Sisitsky, the Executive Director of MakerspaceCT here in Hartford. And Devra and I have spent time together working on projects. I do some volunteer work over at Makerspace, and I wanted Devra to join us today and talk a little bit about what the new norm looks like for their organization. Clearly, we've been in this situation for many more months than we thought. And I know early on you pivoted. We're working on PPE, and that went quite well. And now you're coming off of the virtual New England Makers Summit, which went off without a hitch.
Did.
And so that was great. Last year it was live and it was great then. And this year it was virtual and it was equally as compelling. So tell me what is happening in your world as it relates to what a little bit I learned about the new collar workforce as we move forward into 2021.
Sure. First of all, thank you, Kurt. I think we're happy to be here. Makerspace is really happy to be a presence in Hartford and thrilled that you guys are in your new digs.
Thank you.
So it's nice to know that there are other people on the streets of Hartford.
There's a few.
Yeah. Anyhow, what we are so excited about with the new collar workforce is how we are able to impact what's going on, not only in Connecticut, but in our country right now. Last year, we took a look at new technologies. As I've said, we are always the intersection of newer technologies like additive manufacturing or 3D printing, laser cutting, Arduino, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, along with traditional skills such as metal fabrication, wood shop, welding. And this is a place where they all come together here, as they do in the manufacturing world. And each and every day, Industry 4.0 is incorporating more of these new technologies. So we're the place where people can learn about those things and execute their trades. What we decided last year was, as we have evaluated what was going on in higher education, the difficulties that people were having when we looked at racial equity, time that people had to take educational classes or matriculate for semesters, money that people had, and how can they get exposed to these new technologies and become part of a viable workforce with sustainable pathways to a good foundation, a good financial foundation. And we decided to come up with a credentialing program. So we put together our first credentialing program with an MIT affiliate to manage the credentials. And we decided to start in additive manufacturing or 3D printing. And we got a grant from Comcast Universal. And back in October, we started our first additive manufacturing class, Innovation and Beyond Additive Manufacturing. And we began that with a 4-month program. Our credentials, as we looked at the world and how it was changing in the gig economy, we wanted to make sure that people could have portable credentials and they can utilize their skills in various places. So we started down this road a while ago. We really feel that we are the initial exposure point for people that don't have a lot of time or money to make decisions about where they're going. They can get some exposure to these new technologies and find out if it's a good fit for them. With minimal risk, we're reducing the barriers to access for all these new skills.
That's fantastic. Do you find it from a demographic perspective, from an age standpoint, is it young people? Is it people that are coming out of old careers wanting to get retooled to move into new a new opportunity? What do you
Sure.
What's the gamut of your market?
As I always try and quantify our demographic, I am ill able to do that once again. I want to say to you, yes, it's a lot of new young people in their 20s, and we have such a blend of 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, men, women, cultural potpourri. I can't give you a demographic. I will tell you, we have a couple of people that are reskilling after, I'll call them long careers instead of old careers. We have a couple of people that are in the throes of reskilling, and a lot of people that are so excited about these new technologies and what they can create and where they can go with them.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What I love about Makerspace and what you did in your location to repurpose what was really a dead space in the old G Fox building. You went in and retrofitted that thing into a beautiful shop. And I think that from Hartford's standpoint in the community, what a tremendous asset. I love going over there and just seeing the dynamics and as it's changed over the last year. So we're lucky in Hartford to have you guys in the community. We were so excited about, we've been so excited about Hartford, and Mark Duclos, president of Sentry Commercial, was excited about launching what we call the Rec, whereas it's where I'm sitting now. These are our new digs as you described them.
It is beautiful.
This is the real estate center, which is meant to be a place where you can come collaborate and connect with other people in the profession in real estate and really begin to make it not so much a vest-pocketed community. And so we have 4 companies here now, and that's going to continue to grow as we go. But it's not my intent to talk about our space today. It was my intent to invite you, and in fact, I think we're going to be utilizing some of the skills at Makerspace to build some of our, I'll call it eclectic steel-legged tables and chairs. And so it's been a great relationship over the course of time.
Can we put monitors and sensors in your chairs to let you know when you've been sitting for too long or tell you to shake a leg?
You notice that, huh? I'm bouncing here. I'm on an old chair right now, so I'm doing the leg bounce thing. So it's great because, it's places like Makerspace, it's places like Sentry Commercial and the Real Estate Center, that create what now is our community here in Hartford. And, we have to work as a team to continue to be enthusiastic because obviously, Hartford will come back to where it was and continue to grow from there. But
it was pretty exciting. Hartford you could feel the energy on the streets of Hartford before COVID. And I do feel strongly that this has encouraged us to find other ways to reach out and build community. And that community isn't just geographically centered around Hartford anymore, but with people at home, we're sort of embracing the suburbs as well. And obviously it's incumbent on us to find new ways to develop these roots.
Absolutely. So listen, I wanted to have a quick chance to say hi. Just say we're happy that you continue to be in the Hartford community, and I think it's great with your new credentialing program, how you've pivoted and continue to grow. And who knows, 2021. They say 2021 might be the like the Roaring 20s when we came out of it. The last I call it pandemic, I guess is what you call it. So
that would be pretty fun if it was.
So,
but thank you, and Kurt, and thank you and Mark for your renewed commitment to downtown Hartford. You've been a great help and resource to us and volunteer initially when you came into Hartford, and love the fact that you guys are, committing again to a new space and more energy into the city. We need that.
Thank you. Yeah, it's perfect. So listen, let's catch up soon. And I appreciate your time today on the new norm with Kurt Jem and Devra Sisitsky, MakerspaceCT.
Thank you.
You're welcome.